Community Viewpoint.
And welcome to another segment of Community Viewpoint. I'm John Pawlak, your host for this segment. And we have a special segment. Well, they're all special, sorry about that. But by the time you see this, it'll be October 8th. We taped this the day before. And then we'll be giving you 7 days before October 14th and the final day that you can vote for the sale of the 230 kV lines for Valley Electric. So that being said, we have with us today Cassandra Selbach, Community Relations with Valley Electric, and Michael Hengel, the Valley Electric Vice President for Corporate Communications. And they will tell us a little bit more about what we need to know about the vote and how to vote, because time is getting a little short and sometimes we procrastinate, but this is a very important vote, and they'll tell you about what's at stake and other things that we need to know. So thank you for coming, Mike.
Well, thank you for having
and Cassandra. Us, and what do we have to know?
Well, the vote is for the sale of the transmission lines, and we have to have a 2/3 majority of the membership, which is approximately 11,500 members, have to approve the sale. The board has already approved it, John. Mm-hmm. And the membership is in the process of approving it, and we're well on our way, but we have a ways to go before we get to 11,500 yes votes.
So there's different ways to vote also. Let's get that out of the way.
Sure.
Because there's something new you put online that will show us graphically how we can vote. If you want to bring that up really quick.
Yeah, so there's many ways you can vote. You can come down to the office and vote.
You have a kiosk over there?
Yes, we do.
Right.
And everybody was sent a ballot in the mail. Of course, they can return the ballot with the vote in it.
Right.
They can come down, as I said. They can go to Smith's and vote. They can go to Walmart and vote. You can call up the Valley Electric office, and they'll ask a few questions, verify your membership, and then you can vote over the phone as well.
So we have all those different options to vote. So what is, we've seen this before, why vote yes?
Okay, well, there's a number of reasons to vote yes. It's in the best interest of the co-op. Mm-hmm. The lines were built over the last 10, 15 years mm-hmm. at great cost to provide, to be able to carry the load and provide reliability, primarily for this area of Nye County. Mm-hmm. And it was very expensive to build them, approximately $90 million. When Valley Electric joined the California Independent System Operators back in 2013, I believe, the value of those lines appreciated dramatically.
And when I saw that, it was a very smart move also. Rather than going towards Nevada Electric, going the other way.
Yes. The value of the lines is far more than what it cost to build them, even though they're very expensive to build. And so now we have an offer on the table in excess of $200 million, and it's definitely in the best interest of the co-op to vote for it. There's a lot of things to be gained for the membership as well. First of all, because it's a co-op, it's a nonprofit, the profits get returned to the membership, and in that form, approximately, well, it's $579 would be returned to each member after the sale closes. On top of that, there would be a capital credit retirement of approximately $7 million, which would be another sizable amount of money for most members. One of the things that also that it would lock, it would actually, we're forecasting that rates would stay at the 2010 level through 2024. Okay. So that goes a full 14-year period where we think the rates would be at the rates that they were before this most recent rate increase. Okay.
I understand that. And there's other things that would happen also with the sale. There's some other things that are involved too.
Yeah, so in addition to
to the money that would be distributed to all the members, I guess I want to just take a second to clarify the difference of that, because we've been getting a lot of questions in that regard. So first of all, every single member would get a check in the amount of $579, regardless of how long you've been a member. So essentially that's $10 million distributed evenly amongst the membership. Now, in addition to that, a $7 million capital credits retirement would also be done. And so just to clarify, everybody would be receiving basically 2 distributions of funds, one in the form of $579, and then also a portion of the capital credits. So anywhere between, based on the average user, between maybe $750 to $1,000 can be expected if we move forward, if we get that supermajority vote.
And let's not forget too, John, that it would be, we rescind the rates back 9.9%.
Right.
And as I said, it would put us in a position that we're forecasting long-term rate stability through 2024.
Another 8 years.
That's very important, because a lot of us are on set incomes. A lot of us are people who are on pensions,
Yes.
retired. So that's very important.
For most people, even though the $579 and the capital credit is a sizable amount of money, over the long haul, the rate reduction and the rate stability ends up being even more significant than that.
Right.
That's a benefit that they will ultimately experience every month, more money back in their pocket on a monthly basis moving forward.
But there's no question, too, that this is in the best interest of the co-op, because what it allows the co-op to do is pay down the debt, which is significant,
Yes.
carry a lot of debt on those lines and be able to pay that off, plus retire some other debt, and still leave some money left for the board to make decisions on how it wants to use those, maybe pay down even more debt.
Right. So if I want more information, I can go to the Valley Electric site /content/230 kV.
Yes.
Those are answers to my questions?
A lot of them are, John. If you just go to the Valley website, there will be a link on there to a story and a question and answer of all of the questions that have come up regarding the sales. So they're addressed there for people who want to read them.
Okay.
And then in addition to that, then we also encourage people just to call in, and they would patch us, the member through to any one of us to answer their questions either in person or over the phone. So that's available to members that have questions as well.
So I could get answers by any of the ways that we've talked about.
Yes.
So there is transparency.
Absolutely.
Yes. So
what a great concept.
No, lately, this past Wednesday, there was an ad stating that there wasn't that much transparency, and why you're rushing the vote. We were told way back in when it was June or July in the real light that this was possibly coming.
Yes, yes.
So there was a primer of what was to come.
Yeah, and we've addressed this,
Yes,
John.
and the information is there. I found it. We had 4 meetings on the 19th and the 20th. You want to bring that flyer up there? There were 2 meetings each day.
Right.
So I purposely went there to listen to what everybody else had to say, because it concerns me. I've been a Valley Electric ratepayer since 1999, so that's important for me. The stability of my electric power, because I think I'm going to be here till the very end myself.
Sure.
So the information is out there if you really look for it, and there is transparency as far as I'm concerned. So is there anything else you want to
Well, we had, as you said, we had 4 public meetings to address this a few weeks ago. We've had public meetings in Sandy Valley.
Right.
We've had one in Amargosa Valley, one in Fish Lake Valley.
Mm-hmm.
So we've done everything that we can think of to engage members any way we can to answer their questions. We've got a lot of good questions, and we think that we've answered them. I don't know what they mean by lack of transparency. There's the lack of transparency in the people who put the ad in there, because we don't even know who they are.
So this is happening now. We're running out of time. Do not procrastinate, because time is growing short, and this is it for this this company. They said between the agreement is up on the 14th of this month.
We have a 30 or 31-day period to collect the votes. And I think it's worth noting, John, that the people who are voting for this are favoring it by a margin of more than 9-1.
And you could find out that margin at going to vea.coop,
Right.
and there's a running ledger, but not on weekends.
Right. We've had many thousands of people vote, over 8,000. We need 11,000 and some.
Right.
So we got a ways to go, but we're going to get there.
Yes. And it's for our best interest to vote either yay or nay, but to get involved and find out what is happening. So don't be sitting there with your head in the sand and then complain about it afterwards. Just like if you don't vote, then you complain about the outcome.
That's the beauty of a co-op. So that's what it means to be part of a cooperative. You're a member owner, you do have a say, you do have a vote. And so we're just encouraging everybody to exercise that vote.
I was a member of a co-op when I lived in a place called Park Forest, Illinois, when we lived in townhouses as a co-op. So I've been involved with something like this for all my life. Yeah. So this is in the mirror for October 6th. So the information is there how to access. Oh, it looks like this is what I have. Oh my goodness. So we have that. You can call Cassandra, you can call Mike, you can call anybody at the Valley Electric. And there's no reason for you not to know what's happening. If you want to find out about the company that's buying the KV lines, I've got the information up there too. That's readily available. Where did I pull that off of the internet?
Yeah, you can just do a Google search for Grid Alliance and you'll find everything you want about them.
Yeah, really it's there. If you're yay or nay, it's there. Yeah. If you want to do more information, that's what the internet is for too.
Don't forget too that if for those people who vote between now and Friday, we'll get a gift card for $10 at either Smith's or Walmart's, depending on where they vote.
So if I don't wait till the last day, I don't get a $20 gift?
$10, John.
That's it. That's the last call. So I want to thank you very much
for
stopping
us.
by. And remember, please vote. You can go to Smith's, Walmart or no?
Walmart. You can come into the VEA office. You can just call the office and we'll handle it over the phone.
So thank you for watching. Thank you for coming with us here. And we will see you next week.
Community Viewpoint.